Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForte. Over half of this season completed, Greg. What are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
Let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Gervin, and it's Oden, and it's Korver in at the three spot.
This is something Simmons loves to do. He's all for trying to get his teammates going.
Here's Korver for three, and Simmons with the rebound. Iverson outside. Back to Simmons. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Reed, a screen on Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. Simmons. And stolen by Gervin. And it's Jokic in the corner. Korver sets the screen for Jokic. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season. Simmons passes to Iverson. Got loose. Jokic with the steal. Gervin double team. Pass to Korver. Just 5 on the clock. Yang passes to Oden. Over Simmons. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Here's Gervin. And he drops it in from the low post.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Pass to Iverson. And the shot goes down. Iverson's got 5.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Jokic passes to Yang beyond the arc. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Inside. It's Young on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Gervin. Here's Korver for 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for free.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The kick out to Young. Offensive rebound. Here's Iverson. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Korver passes to Yang. Back to Korver. Now Jokic. Korver, a screen on Simmons. And there's Korver on the assist by Jokic. And that ties it up. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
And the basket is good.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Denver in the lead. Outside Korver. Let's go. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jokic. Korver's got 8.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two for the Trailblazers. Kwame Brown is checked in for Reed. It's Heinrich in for Ben Simmons. Heinrich passes to Cunningham. Iverson outside. Brown finds Young. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Iverson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
Back to Cunningham. Brown sets a screen for Cunningham. Heinrich inside the three-point line. Up again. It's hauled in by Stojakovic.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Screen by Adams. And taken away by Brown. Here's Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Gervin. Korver kicks to Stojakovic. Screen by Adams. Down low. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 5. Here's Iverson. He has 7. Here's Heinrich. Back to Iverson. Heinrich outside. Shoots over Fox. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
He gets that one. And now a 7-point Denver lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Iverson, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
They need to start taking care of the basketball. Careless play since the opening tip.
A different look now for Portland. Grant, he's checked in for Brown. Lowry Marketing comes in for Cunningham. And it's James Jones in for Allen Iverson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Adams. And Jalen Green subbed in for Gervin.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Markkanen can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 9. Green kicks to Fox. Pass to Stojakovic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jones against Green. Here's Young. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Fox with the screen for Korver. And it's Denver scoring again.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Heinrich dishes to Markkanen. Back to Heinrich. A 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Korver against Markkanen. Markkanen pulls it in. Trailblazers trail by 6. Jones finds Heinrich. With the drive. This one for 3. Jones, no luck. Here's Fox, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly pushed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Denver.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Jalen Green is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Stojakovic. Then there's Nene. And it's Yang in at the 5. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Stojakovic against Jones. To the paint. Reed with the steal. Outside, Simmons. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Markkanen from outside. Portland again missing. The Nuggets leading by 10. Green, the pass to Yang. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Heinrich kicks to Simmons. Heinrich a screen on Green. Back to Heinrich. On the wing, Markkanen gets it to go from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. And Nene has it in the corner. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Yang. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Heinrich. Outside, Jones. Reed a screen on Stojakovic. Jones the pass to Reed. And the jump by Reed.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Fox the bounce pass. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Green missing. Portland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Heinrich passes to Markkanen. Here's Reed. Up and in on the layup. And now It's only a 5-point Nugget lead.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Fires for three. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 5.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You've called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure. 4 on the clock. Here's Jokic. And Simmons with the rebound.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Outside Griffin. Offline with his three.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Iverson kicks to Simmons. Iverson passes to Reed. Adams, some nice D. The Nuggets lead.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening, along with the All-Star team. Stan. Here we go.
Yo, watch Joker.
The offensive rebound. Odin, good.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Simmons, the pass to Iverson. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. To the middle. And stolen by Simmons. Now the Blazers moving it up. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Pass to Korver. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on the second free throw. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Young slams it in.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Jokic passes to Korver. And again, it's Denver missing. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, I feel like Jokic doesn't even need to see the basket when he gets that close.
Coach, Nikola Jokic, a guy who thrives playing through contact.
Well, B.A., you know what? Sometimes, yes, maybe more than any other player, when Jokic is forced backwards, he tends to get more creative. It's confounding what this guy can do at his size. Never ceases to amaze.
Pass to Gervin. 6 on the shot clock. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Iverson from downtown. Rebounded by Odin.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his forte.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. I spoke with the Trailblazers head coach for a bit. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Ryan?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Back to Jokic. Over Simmons. And the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall.
Well, this is the touch Jokic possesses. He can attack successfully from anywhere.
Pass to Iverson. Back to Simmons. Here's Iverson. Portland moving it around. Here's Cunningham. Rebounded by Oden. Oden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Jokic. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Simmons, the pass to Iverson. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Simmons has got his 3rd assist of the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Ooh, poked away and stolen by Simmons. Pushing it up now, and Cunningham throws it down.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul. Brown, he's checked in for Portland. Fox is checked in for Denver.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Gervin. Fox outside. They set the pick. Down low. Brown with the steal.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Simmons looking around. Pass to Iverson. Clock at 6. To the paint. It's tipped. They're running. And here they go. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Iverson. He's covered by Fox. Iverson passes to Brown. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
You challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Portland trailing here. Here's Iverson. Portland, no good that time either.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And stolen by Cunningham. Again, the miss by Portland.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Making things happen. You want Fox making decisions with the ball.
And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up to the Portland Trailblazers. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's 4 turnovers for them in this one. Just lazy play early.
The Nuggets lead by 4. Here's Nene. Left side, Green. Good work there as it goes.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Out to the right wing. Pass to Iverson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get back on track. And that's 2 points on the layup. Iverson's got 7 points in the game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
On the wing, Fox. Still no points. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Iverson. for three. Hits the trifecta. 10 points for him.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Fox outside. And here's Adams. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
And he's good on the second. Blazers trail by 4. Outside Jones. Inside, Markkanen. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And the craftiness that Markkanen shows around the rim makes him tough to deal with.
Pass to Nene. Fox outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Graham. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot here. And Markkanen with the stuff.
So good to see Markkanen using force on his finish.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Adams. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Iverson. Pulls it in from the elbow, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Denver. They lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what you take so far?
They're looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
We've got Ben Simmons, and it's Reed in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Pass to Stojakovic. Denver moving it around. Again, Denver scores.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
And it's Green with the ball for Denver. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Portland this season.
No one was surprised last year when they won their season series against this team. And most people expect this to be a repeat of that, too.
Well, possibly. Every year brings something new. This first meeting should tell us a lot.
Offensive rebound. Reed. And he jams it home with authority.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
To the inside. Here's Nene. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and that one came down to their rebounding. There was a big gap between the two teams there.
Yeah, their guys really got after it on the glass. Sometimes that's the difference maker between a win and a loss.
Count that one, Reed.
You have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Stojakovic. And Young pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Outside Simmons. From 11 feet away, Stojakovic grabs the board. Pass to Simmons. Here's Heinrich. Launches it. Can't hit that one. To the paint. Stojakovic passes to Green. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Pass to Heinrich. Back to Simmons. Picked by Reed. Here's Heinrich. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. Here's Curvin. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
And good whistle there.
Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Now a timeout called by Denver.
2 shots. Denver calls time.
And some changes here for Portland. Brown, he's checked in for Reed. And Cunningham subbed in for Jones. And the first one at the line is good. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Outside Simmons. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Denver leading by 4. Here's Korver. And again, Denver no good. Portland has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Heinrich. Back to Young. Now here's Brown. He's scoreless. Portland again missing. Here's Gervin. Now here's Jokic. And they double up Jokic. Jokic easy over the top.
The amount of touch on that floater, impossible to defend that shot.
Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now Jokic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Blazers trail by 4. Pass to Iverson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for 2, Allen Iverson.
First one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. For Denver, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Oden. Now Jokic. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
The Trailblazers shooting just 27% in the second quarter. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back over to you, Brian.
You love that mentality. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
And that's his second foul. I don't know if they'll sit him. It's a tough decision.
Grant's checked in for Portland. Lowry Markkinen comes in for Young. And a switch here also for Denver. Adams is checked in. It's guarded by Markkinen. Pulls up. And the shot is good off the backboard. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Grant the screen. Jacks up a 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Jokic, no good. And the Trailblazers shooting pretty well at 45%. Here's Iverson. He's got 12. From about 19. No good off the glass. Denver leading by 4. Jokic finds Fox. Back to Jokic. Fox outside. This one for 3. Another miss. He's 2 for 4.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Markkinen sets a screen. It's Cunningham with a drive. Off target at the rim. Denver has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. 3 on 3. A minute 53 left in the second. Heinrich's shot is off. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Nuggets. 4-point game. Pass to Fox. Here's the 3. Ooh, Fox making them pay from deep.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
So it's Portland now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Iverson. He's covered by Fox. To stop the drought. Shot's good by Iverson. Iverson's got 4 points this quarter. A minute 6 left in the first half of this one. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Here's Fox. He's got 7. Fox on the run. Adams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
Steven Adams taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he ends up missing both free throws. Blazers trail by 5. Markkinen, the pass to Reed. Portland moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Markkinen outside. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Green. Denver's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Iverson. 14 points for him. This is the jumper. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
39. Fans, let's wrap it up. Get ready for the Pocket Light Arena Entertainment.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest.
So many potential winners here. I'm looking into my crystal ball, but it's cloudy. I just can't figure it out, guys.
We know.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Trailblazers.
You can see their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
Their coaching staff has to be pleased with the pace. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Blazers trail by 5. On the court for Denver. They've got Nikola Jokic. And it's Korver in at the 3. Shot good by Iverson. Iverson's got 17.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Pass to Korver. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Iverson passes to Simmons. And he drops it in from the low post. 6 points for him.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Iverson passes to Young. For the tie. Iverson can't hit. Well, the Nuggets shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Pass to Oden. And he banks in the layup.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Iverson passes to Simmons. Young with a screen on Jokic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Now, one thing special about Simmons is his ability to defend multiple positions. You can put him on anyone, and he'll give him a hard time.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. Here's Gervin. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Spins. And they double up Jokic. Pass to Gervin. The 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Reed's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Iverson. Back to Simmons. For the tie. Shot's good by Iverson. Iverson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Pass to Korver. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. The shot, no good. Good D by Simmons. Here's Iverson for the lead. That one won't go. That's his 8th miss out of 15 shots. Here's Gervin. Pass to Jokic. Over Cunningham. Jokic, no good. Cunningham passes to Simmons. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The Nuggets have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Gervin, pass to Jokic. From 8 feet away. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
Jokic's performance has been off the charts tonight. He is having a huge impact on this game.
Pass to Iverson. Back to Simmons. Picked by Reed. Here's the hook. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Simmons has got 5 points now this quarter.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Gervin. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Brown with a screen. Heinrich passes to Reed. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Denver substitution, number 31.
Pass to Simmons. Outside, Brown. 6 to shoot. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Here's Korver. Guarded by Young. Fox, that's good.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
Here's Heinrich, still without a bucket. Brown with a screen. And Simmons, here we go. And it's Portland scoring again. So it's Denver now. 3-point lead. Pass to Korver. Back to Fox. Here's Stojakovic. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. With this break, let's bring up the teams who've been clicking offensively over the last month. In third, the Nuggets.
Their offense has clicked the past few weeks. I mean, everyone out there knows their role and where to be on the floor.
For the Trailblazers, Markkanen comes in for Reed, and it's Jones in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Fox, guarded closely. 4 on the clock. The 3 is up. Jones grabs the board. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 3. Here's Brown. Another shot. And it's Denver with a rebound. And here's Fox. He's got 9. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Here's Heinrich. Yet to see a basket. There's the 3. They get it back. On the wing, Jones. Markkanen sets a screen. Oh, deflected. Oh, goodness. Lauri Markkanen, just ridiculous.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Pass to Fox. Lets it go from deep. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Marking it for 3. It's not going to go for him. The Nuggets lead by 3. Here's Stojakovic. It's good.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. Heinrich passes to Young. Shot is up. Jones misses.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Fox outside. The 3 is up. Portland with a rebound. Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Dan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
Markkanen, the pass to Heinrich. There's Young with the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Fox. Fox, good corner shooter.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Markkanen finds Young. Now Brown. Here's Heinrich. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. And it's Fox with the jam.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Young looking for an opening. Here's Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Oh, Fox, too sly. Beats the contact.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Markkanen. 1 second left. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Denver, earning this break in the action, up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. They've got Cunningham, and it's Young in at the 4-man spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Jokic against Simmons. Clock at 6. Pulls it from the top of the key, and Reed pulls it down. Reed's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Simmons. Over Jokic. Simmons, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Pass to Gervin. Here's Korver. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Denver leading by 12. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Denver moving it around. Started by Young. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
The kick out to Simmons. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Portland.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The Nuggets want a timeout.
Team foul. Nuggets call timeout. It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Here's Iverson. Portland, no good that time either.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Oden's got rebound number 7 tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Korver. Releases. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor. Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Gervin, pass to Jokic. And Reed pulls it down. Blazers trail by 15. Here's Iverson. Pass to Reed. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
And here's Jokic. Korver, that one's good. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Well, he's put that first half behind him, and looks like his confidence is back.
And there's the screen. Iverson passes to Simmons. Now here's Reed. Cunningham outside. Back to Reed. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
The Nuggets lead by 15. Jokic with it. Pass to Korver from the arc. Portland with a rebound. Reed's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Simmons, the pass to Iverson. Simmons against Jokic from 18 feet away. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Curvin, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Ben Simmons. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Let's take a second to present our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Well, you know, he'd been struggling lately. This one was a big one for him. He roared back, made sure to snap that cold streak tonight. Here's Simmons. Pass to Iverson. And he lobs it up top. Here's Gervin. And here's Jokic, guarded by Young. To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. It's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. On Friday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Wednesday, they head out on the road to face the Golden State Warriors.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Markkanen's checked in for Cunningham. Picked it! Going all the way to the rack! Throw it down on the breakaway jam!
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Iverson. It's deflected.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now here's Jokic. Denver moving it around. Here's Gervin. 5 to shoot. Right wing. The shot from 20 feet out, and Young pulls it down.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
To snap the cold streak. Rebounded by Oden. Oden's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Korver. Pass to Jokic. from deep, and the three-pointer goes.
Well, there's no lack of confidence from Jokic behind the arc. He's dangerous from anywhere.
And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree, BA, and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled jumping into people.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nuggets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11. And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Nikola Jokic.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
32 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Korver. Over to the wing. Here's Jokic. And the shot goes in.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Sinks it from distance.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Now Jokic. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Nikola, congratulations on the win. What is
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick... quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, his impact on the glass is drifting downward. You know, sometimes as a player, your focus shifts, you redirect your energy toward other phases of the game, and that could be what's happening here. But obviously, it's a bit of a concern going forward.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Victor Wembanyama, who's out there with Durant. Stephon Castle is out there with Gasol. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by KD. Good. As the weeks fly by in the NBA, RJ, what changes are made at the player level? What are these players looking at, trying to work on, and aiming for?
It's just hard to see. It depends on the individual. For me, you just need to prioritize basketball. Start blocking out any and all noise.
Smith, no good. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Wembanyama.
Sensational feel in the painted area. Get Gasol the ball. Let him use his size and intelligence to full advantage.
Now, here is Smith. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Irving. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Shames. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Wembanyama against Smith. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Memphis shooting their first free throws of this game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Smith. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Back to you, Kev.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Irving. And Gasol sends it back. And Dr. J slams it in. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to Charlotte. Wembanyama looking it over to the inside and taken away by Brown. Irving with it, guarded now by Durant. And the shot goes down.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Pass to KD. Spurs passing it around. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all time, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Clock is at 3. Here's Gasol, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Irving. Boy, he just disappeared against Charlotte. They really needed him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Memphis making a change here. Kessler's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Grizzlies, number 16, Kessler.
Pass to Kessel. Puts up a deep 3. They get the rebound and finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. And here we go. Durant against Smith. Durant, no good.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
KD against Smith. And sent back by KD.
You really see the length Durant possesses on plays like this with an incredible block.
That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. Memphis leading. Here's Brown. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And another turnover here by Memphis.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Kevin Durant. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Gasol. And Barry subbed in for Kevin Durant. Now, here's Johnson. Here's Jonas. Outside Williams, 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Johnson can't hit.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Williamson. Here's Jonas. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Memphis leading by 3. Lays it up off the glass.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Kessler with the rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Pass to Jonas. No good from outside.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And good that time.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Jonas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Williamson double team. Pass to Jonas. Now Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And 101 left in the first quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And he knocks down the first one. Alford's checked in for Highland. No good on the second free throw. Memphis leading by 4. Johnson in the corner. Stolen away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Bucket is good.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Pass to Kessler. Now, here's Johnson. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Unseld. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner would be the one to settle in on defense.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies lead by 2. We've got more in store for you right after this. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got Smith, Jaylen Brown out there with Johnson. Then there's Jonas. And it's Shays in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Brown. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Jonas, no good. Here he goes. Alford. And it's San Antonio with another.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
The Grizzlies trailing. Brown outside. That one, no good. Nice D from Durant. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Irving's checked in for Jaylen Brown.
One shot.
And that one falls for Marcus Hall. And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
Here's Wembanyama. Grizzlies making the shot. Pass to Jonas. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for San Antonio?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
That free throw missing. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's Alford. Back to KD. Durant uses his size and close.
And teams are going to be physical with Durant, but he looks like he's up for the challenge.
Smith the pass to Johnson. Now here is Irving, defended by Durant.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, he'll take it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Edey's checked in. Free throw, good, Irving.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Now here's Durant. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And so it's Memphis with it after the missed 3 from KD. Wembanyama outside. Durant for 3. Great D that time from Irving. Pass to Jonas. Memphis moving it around. Here's Irving. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's KD. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And the Spurs lead by 4. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
Here's Jonas following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Irving surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense there from KD. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Highland in the corner. Durant drives in. And that one drops. Durant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Zion Williamson's checked in for the Grizzlies. And San Antonio also making a switch. Barry's checked in for Durant. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Williamson outside. Out to Smith. Back to Williamson. Looking to end the run. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Offensive rebound. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, just showing off that strength in that upper body. Gasol is able to overpower the defender inside.
The Spurs have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. Both teams will make substitutions.
One shot.
And what you like about Gasol, he can put up big numbers, but he also does the little things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
Now here's Williamson. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
San Antonio making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith wide open. He fires. The Grizzlies with another miss. Elbow shot. That shot misses.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Williams passes to Smith. Here's Kessler. Williamson with the bounce pass. To the middle. They could use a bucket. And the dunk by Williamson.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Down low. Here's Unseld. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way. Either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run, a natural gift for converting around the rim.
Smith outside. Kessler setting the pick for Smith. Over Sohan. Out to Smith. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Spurs.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
No good with the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Back to you, Kevin.
A scary thought. Okay, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Williamson up top. He's defended by Highland. Smith outside. Over Sohan. Smith missing again.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
There's the pick. Sohan, the pass to Unseld. Count it, good. Unseld's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Williamson, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Pass to Barry, taken away by Williams. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Over Sohan, and it's Williamson missing. Spurs leading by 12. Here's Barry. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And for a scorer of Barry's talent, converting inside the paint can seem effortless.
Over in the corner, Williamson. Back to Smith. Takes the 3. No good there. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's San Antonio. They lead by 14. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
Whoever makes it, get it right in the beginning. You don't want to wait around while you miss the first 3 attempts.
Glad you weren't my teacher in middle school. Mr. O'Neill allowing no room for error. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Spurs.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Marc Gasol.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Spurs leading by 14 on the court for San Antonio. We've got Gasol, and Benyama's out there at Durant. Then it's Castle.
And off-the-chart potential for Kevin Durant, especially if he can hit that consistently.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from KD. Irving against Durant. Irving misses. And San Antonio shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now, here is Smith over Castle. The shot's good from Smith. Here is Durant. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Inside. Here's Castle. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Shays. And the rejection by Wembanyama. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Durant. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And on the confidence of Durant, this rookie knows his shot inside and out.
Edey with a screen for Smith. And the dunk by Edey.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's Castle. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Step back shot. And it's Wide right. It's off the rim.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
And KD's got the ball here for San Antonio. The lead is 15. Shoots the three. It's good from long range. KD's got 14.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Kevin Durant is second.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I gotta say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Smith outside. Here's Shays. Defended by Wembanyama. Pass to Shays. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Smith. Gasol pulls it in. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game.
A slight.
Oh!
Yes! And it's not a surprise Durant scoring. It's the consistency and the relentlessness that most rookies have yet to develop.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Brown. Shays the pass to Irving. And Brown now atop the key. Puts up a 3. And another miss by Memphis. Spurs leading by 20. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Gasol setting the pick for Wembanyama. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Let's see the stat sheet here for Kevin Durant.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
San Antonio leading by 18. Wembanyama outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Shays. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a 3-point play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Alford. Back to Castle. Outside Durant. Deflects the pass. Irving. Oh my goodness, the slam!
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Now here's Durant. He's got 16. Here's Gasol. San Antonio again missing. The Grizzlies trail by 13. On the wing, Irving. Hits the 3-point bomb. Irving's got 16 points.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Wembanyama, a screen on Irving. Wembanyama outside. That one's off, still out of sync.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Memphis moving it around. Here's Jonas. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's Alford. Pass to KD. This all setting the pit for KD. To the left side wing. Here's Wembanyama for three. Here's Alford. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama outside. Good, and the assist, that time by Gasol. He's got 8.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by Memphis.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So both teams making some changes here. Williamson looking it over. Williams kicks to Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs leading by 11. Inside. And the basket by Unseld. Unseld's got 8.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Williams. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Johnson. Kicks it out to Williamson. San Antonio with the rebound. Down low. Cancel. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Williamson outside. Pass to Jonas. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. He has 6.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Unseld. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Spurs lead by 14.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at San Antonio. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. And, of course, Memphis sitting there 4 spots below. 1:24 left to play in the 3rd. Stolen by Kessler. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. Here's Jonas. The three-pointer off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Fires away from outside. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. .43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Castle. Here's Unseld. He's covered by Kessler. Unseld can't get it to go.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Jonas. Johnson outside. There's Williamson with the 3. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On out there with Jokic Jonas. Then there's Irving. Then it's Zach Edey. And it's Shays in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Jokic Jonas. Pass to Irving. A baseline J. That one wide left. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They led the game at 1 point by 20, and the shot is good. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Jokic Jonas. They set the screen. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. Post shot. Again, Irving missing. Spurs leading by 13. Floats it up for Wembanyama. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. It's Brown capping off the break.
Nobody's going to catch Brown in the open court like that. Nobody.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Back to Durant. Now Castle. Back to KD. Fires for 3. Jokic Jonas grabs the rebound. Here's Shays, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And timeout called by Willie Green. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Jokic Jonas. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Thank you once again, Allie.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Spurs leading by 8. And Gasol slams it in.
Tremendous offensive output tonight. Gasol has been aggressive, and he's forcing the defense to adjust.
Now here's Brown. Right side Irving, buried from 15 feet out.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
KD with it, covered by Irving. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Wembanyama with the mean finish.
Smith the pass to Irving. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Up top, Edey. Over to Gasol. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. KD looking around. Pass to Castle from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Now, here is Irving. Puts one up. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Castle. Going inside. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. KD's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And here's Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Them one on Castle.
Clearly a foul.
Taking 2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Spurs. It's a 10-point game. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Can't give him too much grief for that one. He's been mistake-free for the most part.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Stolen by Durant. A 3 from Wembanyama. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Now, here's Gasol. Shot clock at 5 from downtown. Pass to Castle. They get it back. To the inside. Edey with the steal. Here's Shakes, defended by Wembanyama. Now here's Brown. Clock at 6. Pass to Irving. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Gasol passes to Wembanyama. It's Durant on the wing, covered by Irving. The 3. Oh, the super smooth 3 from KD.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Pass to Shades. To the middle. Rejected by Gasol. They retain possession. Now Edey, and stolen by Gasol. Now Castle. Smith Smith there for the rebound.
And that's an important rebound, and especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Nine feet out. Trying again. Ooh, he laid it up and in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Timeout, Grizzlies making a switch here. Jonas has checked in. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Good on the basket.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Grizzlies. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Outside Durant. Connect on the chain.
Man, that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Now, here's Brown. Shot clock at 6. Irving outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Timeout, Spurs. Irving with the steal. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Spurs leading by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for San Antonio.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And they took charge when it counted in notching their 9th win overall. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Marc Gasol.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.